Hey, what's up? This is Matt from Exhumed. You're watching The Age of Metal. Cheers, bro. Oh, you mean we didn't start yet?
Yeah,
oh,
I thought we were
just
filming
missed
that
all the
whole...
best part. All right.
So, Matt,
Hi,
how's the tour going?
Wow, it's a pretty creative question. Is this your first interview?
No, we're starting slow. We're getting into the good stuff later.
I see. You're just buttering me up,
fattening
me up like a Christmas goose.
This is the lube. This is
the lube. Okay, all right, cool. I like that. Very classy of you. Tour's good. It's been really fun. All the guys are awesome. All the crew is awesome. It's an interesting mix of bands. Like there's more like modern bands or whatever than like most tours we do, which is interesting. So it's cool to see like some younger kids and shit out there. All the shows have been good. People have been raging. The West Coast is always the best for us, so we're stoked. We just came off.
West Coast is the best coast?
Stoy. So yeah, I mean, so we're stoked. We just came off, LA, Oakland, Portland, Seattle, and then they're all killer. Even Spokane, Washington was really good, so it's cool.
That's good. That's good. New album's coming out. Tell us about that.
All right. You already know about this stuff.
I'm not asking for me. I'm not asking for my health.
I have a strict regimen: vitamins, exercise, fresh fruits and vegetables, and interview questions.
Yes.
That's how I maintain my girlish figure.
New Exhumed albums.
So we have a new album coming out in July. It's called Necrocracy. We recorded it down here in Chandler.
With Ryan Butler.
Our
own Ryan Butler.
That's right. Hometown hero. And just as we recorded All Guts No Glory with him, we've already been back to record with him since. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really stoked about it. It's like a whole new full length, a little bit more groove, a little bit slower than the last album, which was kind of all blazing tempos. I mean, there's still like tons of blast beats and stuff. It's not like,
It's not like Celine Dion.
Well, her melodies are almost as pretty as ours, but she's working on it. The kid's gonna go somewhere.
Good.
No, but no, it's not like Celine Dion. No, not so much. But no, it actually was weird because it is not as totally up tempo all the time. I hadn't really listened to it next to anything else, and we were hanging out with the guys in Havoc when we played in Boise last week. They hopped on the show, and they were playing me mixes of their new record, which is fucking awesome. And I was playing mixes of our new record, and I was like, "Wow, okay, this is still totally like a death metal record. Like, there's nothing not super dark and heavy about this."
There's no ballads.
No, there's no ballads. They wouldn't let me put the ballad on the album. The rest of the band vetoed it, so
You're the sensitive guy?
I am, unfortunately.
So here's where the good questions start.
All right, finally, tired of your bullshit.
So tell me the best tell me the best Rob blacking out story.
There's just too many of them.
Best
one.
A
lot of people know the one where he ended up asleep on the roof of the hotel in Las Vegas and we couldn't find him for 7 hours. That was a classic one.
Hangover?
Yeah, it was like that, except he didn't get any interesting tattoos or like kidnapping tigers or whatever. And then just the other night, we were all partying on the Suffocation bus, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Rob starts punching himself
in the face,
like literally like beating himself. I was like, I fucking blew it. And he turns to me and he goes, "It's up to you now." And I was like, "What?" And I asked him the next day. I was like, "What's up to me?" It's like, I don't know. I was blacked out, dude. I have no idea what's going on.
You're a superhero?
Yeah, apparently.
It's up to you now.
It's up to you now. I failed, Bucky. You have to be Captain America now.
It's pretty Rob.
So I don't really know exactly what happened. I'm trying to think. I don't know, dude. it hasn't been like too dramatic of misadventures on this tour with Rob. I mean, just like
even other tours
stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just trying to think back chronologically, like what happened or whatever. Oh, he started giving lap dances on the Suffocation bus in Seattle.
Rob did?
Yeah, took off his shirt, started twirling it around. Another hilarious thing he said to me, he's I'm fat now. I used to have muscles. You took my muscles away. He pointed at me, and I was like, I'm like, I think you mean because you joined our band and now we tour so much you don't have time to go to the gym. I hope that's what you mean, because if it's anything else, it's creepy. Like, it goes in any other direction.
You took my muscles away.
I made you weak in the knees.
Yeah.
Your knee muscles just went out.
Exactly. like every woman that you ever meet.
Right. Usually it's like weak in the stomach. Like, I don't know. We're always getting some kind of monkey shots or whatever. I mean, I don't know, Rob.
Well,
Rob's like,
that leads to the next one.
All right.
Most embarrassing van or bus story?
All right. Yeah. For me.
You knew exactly. You knew exactly.
No. I actually talked about it on stage in Brooklyn this time, so it's okay. After we played in Manhattan with Municipal Waste and Napalm Death, we went over to Brooklyn to catch our friends in Tombs. They were playing. And in New York, the bar stayed up until like 5 or 4. I don't remember what time it was. Anyway, and there was just people buying me drinks. Cute girls were buying me shots, and I don't know what happened exactly. I remember throwing up the first time in the toilet, the second time not being able to make it to the toilet of the bar. Anyway, I somehow lost my shirt, like my flannel or whatever. I lost my overshirt. I ended up in the van on the floor. And on Summer Slaughter, we had an air conditioning problem in the van where the floor, we got covered with water. I woke up and I was like, the fucking air conditioner's broke again. I was all hungover. So there's fucking water all over the floor. It's bullshit. And then I realized my shoulders were dry and my feet were dry. And I was like, well, this is cool. Like, oh, this is going to wet, dry. And I was like, really? Really, self? Damn it.
You peed your pants?
I peed my pants. And, I broke my phone. It was the worst part about it. Like,
did you pee on your phone?
Well, it was in my pocket. So, I mean, I didn't like take it out and whiz on it, but I mean, it got peed on.
Considerably peed on.
It got saturated to the point of like I had to get a new phone. And the funniest thing was that the day before we were partying with some friends in a hotel room, and Bud got so blackout drunk, he got up to take a piss and he had peed in my shoes that were on the floor. And I was laying on the ground. Just crashed out in our friend's hotel room, and I could feel this like light, dewiness on my feet because my shoes were right by my feet, and I was like, what? Yeah, I was confused. I was really drunk. And then Mike, our drummer, wakes up and he's like, hey, you gotta stop that. And, of course, he's not gonna grab him and turn him around because that's only gonna make it worse. And that's when I realized that Bud was peeing on my shoes. And I was so trashed. I remember my reaction was like, Bud, we're friends. I thought you liked me. Why would you pee on my shoes? I was all sad. Like, I thought I made him mad at me or something.
Oh.
Yeah. And anyway, so I had to buy new shoes the next day in New York, and all I had were like flip-flops. So I'm walking around Manhattan in flip-flops trying to find a shoe store. By the time I got to the shoe store, my flip-flops were just destroyed. Anyway, and they didn't have my shoes in my size, and I had to it was weird.
You have a really hard life?
No, it was just a thing. It was just, these are like just funny stories. These aren't like problems. These are just funny stories.
Just funny life stuff.
Right, funny life stuff.
Speaking of funny life stuff, if you had to become intimate with one member of your band, who would it be and why? Forced.
Wow, like it was like, if you guys don't fuck, you're going to die.
Like you have to fuck someone in your band, who would it be and why?
Oh, I have to fuck them?
Both of you. You'll get fucked too.
Oh, that's terrible. I think I picked Bud because he's the smallest and he's the nicest.
I knew you would somehow have an automatic answer.
Like, just because,
He has the smoothest butt?
He's just the nicest person. Like,
So you're in it for the feelings.
No, I just think he would be coolest about it. Like, all right, dude. I guess we'll both have to take one for the team. Like, fuck, all right, that sucks,
But it would be good.
I tell you, it'd be
Amazing.
It would be a story. It'd be a tale to tell.
I'll make sure and tell Bud you're interested in him tonight.
You brought your gun. You're like, all right, now that I know, because if you said Mike, I'm not into bald guys. So,
We're gonna need Age of Metal to film Bud having sex with Matt Harvey live.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer not really to do any of that, but I mean, you know,
If you had to.
if I had to, I guess, yeah.
And last question is best band on planet Earth.
Metallica.
Oh, breaking my heart.
Sorry, I know you wanted to hear Thin Lizzy, but
I was gonna slip you a 20.
nah.
Metallica.
Metallica's my favorite band.
I know.
We pattern everything that we do in this band.
Over
Like,
Metallica.
Metallica and Iron Maiden, basically, and, I mean,
Like a fusion.
well, I mean, not necessarily musically, but just in terms of, like, you know, like,
Chainsaws and Metallica.
just the stage thing, like, you know, and, like, the way we dress, and
Being tough.
the way we, like, tailor our shows. Oh, yeah, I'm a table.
Having sex with your band members.
Oh, that's you. That's all on you, Val.
And poop my pants.
And pooping your pants. I wasn't going to bring that up. I was going
I brought it up.
to take the high road.
Too much anxiety.
I was going to take the high road and just leave out the Val poopy pants.
Well, in that with I poop my pants as an adult.
All right, fair enough. So we're all in this together.
God.